What is going on, guys? It is Dan here, and we are back with From the Depths. First off, I'd like to apologize for the very long delay. I've just been kind of really busy, so recording kind of took the, was kind of on the back burner, and I just didn't have the opportunity to really get around and record anything. So, in today's episode, we are going to continue our attack, and I'm going to bring in a new vehicle. And we're going to kind of phase out the nuclear missile carrier, mostly because, well, it's still not fully functioning, so we're just going to kind of send it back to base, and we're going to just leave it there. We won't scrap it, we'll just use it at a future date. So, first thing we're going to do is, let's get everyone ready to go. I have no idea why that's happening. Alright, so let's grab the missile carrier. We're going to split it from the fleet. Get a hold of that, and let's just send it back. So, the first thing we're really going to do is we're going to get back over here. Let's spawn in and let us get the new vehicle loaded in. So, to kind of defeat the enemy, specifically their shields, I have created something very, very powerful. As you can see over here, this is what I'm talking about, a full-fledged artillery piece. Now this thing fits, it's a modified version of the artillery piece I showcased in the first episode. Basically, this thing carries a 148.3 centimeter one barrel boomstick, and it's fast. Okay, it's not only limited to remaining in the rear. This thing is a very effective assault gun, so I do intend to use it like that. And over here, we're just making sure that our tanks are still in space. They are indeed still in space. This is just crazy what's going on down there. I'm wondering if you guys can actually see what's going on. So we are going to use this to hopefully punch through the enemy shields much easier. So it is on a fuse, so when it comes in contact with the enemy, it will detonate immediately, whether it bounces off or not. Also, the LAT, the rat, has to remain our flagship, just because that's how I always like having it. And what do we want to attack? We have a couple options here. I don't remember if we took care of this tile. I don't think we have yet. It's very likely this tile has been reinforced, but then again, it doesn't appear that there's anything there. This tile we probably still have to take. We're going to move that right there. Oh, that's a level 100. And meanwhile, our space tank's just orbiting that. We could attack that, but that would actually be kind of dangerous. Let's go down here. Let's just do it. The problem with attacking this tile is we'd have to draw them out of the... We'd have to draw them out of that tile, just because the majority of it is just unfightable terrain. We've got hills, we've got this little curve up over here. Most of it's just a river, so we'd have to probably pull the enemy out of it. All right, so we have a cataphract, a reaver, and a ravager. Okay, so I believe we've already fought a cataphract. Okay, where's the omen? All these tanks look exactly the same from the top. Also, I need to make sure that this vehicle is an all-terrain, because it has an issue with getting stuck in the ground, as I've noticed, so it's probably in our best interest to make sure that it doesn't by making it all-terrain, which works for some reason. There's also one other vehicle that I would like to bring into the fight at some point. I don't know if it's going to happen just yet, mostly because it's not finished. But I have devised a means of chasing down the faster enemy vehicles. Okay, so I'm guessing this would be the Yep, that's the Ravager. And the Cataphracts are the ones with the bitey things, right? Maybe? That would make sense. Alright, so what's going on over here? Alright, so our artillery piece. It does have a fully rotatable turret. This gives it the ability to actually, you know, shoot at things effectively. And the recoil of the shell, the gun, isn't too terrible. So it does work well. However, its effective firing range before it gets too inaccurate is about 1 kilometer. So I just keep hitting the scout. Does it still produce fuel if I pull it from the fight? I'm pulling it from the fight. I'm sick and tired of watching that thing just die. Alright, so our artillery piece is moving in. What is going on over here? There's some pretty scary vehicles in this match. They've already killed one of the artillery guns, anti-aircraft guns. The rat, I don't even know what's left of the rat. Oh, the rat's too damn... What? What is this? Could we lose this fight? It's probably very unlikely. We've just got 2 more of them to kill. 3 more. Alright, focus on that Ravager. I feel like he's probably the most dangerous right now.
Targeting.
So, kill him. That was actually a really good hit, Omen. Good job. Boom. Oh. Come on, artillery gun. Wow. Alright. Kill that one. It appears to still be functioning. That one just... I think it just is done. Ooh. Ooh, no, no, there goes the turret. Okay, so the Cataphracts are just terrifying. I really need something to counter those. So it's currently using our artillery gun as extra armor. Good job. It's now ramming the Omen. This is going to be one costly fight. So how damaged? Oh, yeah, that is pretty damaged. Is your turret broken? No, don't you damaged it. No, no. Did we save it? We saved it. Okay, good. Alright, so we did manage to save at least one of our vehicles. That's good. This one's just given up. I think we're going to need to bring in some nukes. I feel like that's just going to be the way to go in this game. Until we can actually build a competent vehicle capable of destroying them quite easily.
Yes.
we're going to have to rely a lot on nuclear weapons. But for this episode, I'm going to try to avoid it. Ooh, this is expensive. Ooh, okay. What's in this fleet? Forsaken. Oh god, they've got a beholder. Okay, no, we're not fighting. No, no, run. Run. How fast is it? 26? Ooh. Okay, we're just fast enough. Okay, if we can make it back to here, this will actually be kind of useful because we'll have, keep running. Okay. We're gonna get the turrets involved in this round.
Yes. On my way.
Alright, so... Is that a turret? No, that is a land rig. We don't want that. Alright, so we've got 2 of those. Yep, there they are. Our 2 friendly turrets, which I believe have the same turret as the Omen, except they fire much faster. So we've got a fair bit of resource to work around with in here. The only downside is that they're on the other side of this mountain. So let's see what we can do here. So there's a beholder, terrifying, a priest, and a Forsaken. Okay, so the Forsaken is going to be easy. Priest, also pretty easy. Beholder, last time we fought it, it was crippled. It was a broken mess, basically. So I don't know how this is going to go. Now, the one advantage they do have is they have missiles. We do not have missiles. We could have the nuke, but that's over there, so no, we can't have the nuke. Let's just keep scout all the way in the back. Anti-aircraft guns over here. We're gonna hopefully be able to push up over this ridge. Let's just see exactly where we're gonna spawn in at. Right in all the hills. Okay. We don't want to be there.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
All right. This isn't going to go well. It's not going to go well at all. Let's go up to 20. Yeah, sounds about right. Alright, so the Beholder is the first thing in. What do we've got? Alright, so our 2 turrets are in.
Listening.
Alright, it would appear this isn't a good spot. This is not a good spot. What about our turrets? Where are our turrets at? Their turrets are over here. So this is kind of what the turret is. It's basically the Omen's turret, except I think a little bit more narrow, and the insides are just ammunition. Oh, turrets are turning. And they're firing into the ground. Okay, so it appears our only actual, like, usable weapon right now is the artillery gun. So, the Beholder appears to be stuck. Is our artillery gun going to be able to hit it? I mean, considering it's firing up over a hill, that was a pretty good shot. Currently, it's basically our only weapon capable of hitting this. Alright. Can we control any of you. Can we, like, scoot? Can we do some scooting? No? Yeah, this wasn't a good fighting spot. I was expecting it to be slightly less hilly. Am I gonna have to build some kind of vehicle to get over here? Because the beholder's stuck too. Can we withdraw from the fight? We can. Okay, this is probably the best way to go about it.
Yes?
Run. Run. Get them up over the hill. Alright, there we go. So now they're stuck in the hill.
Yes.
Okay, this is going to be a much better fight for us. So that's the land rig. We don't want that. That's also a land rig. We don't want that. Wait. What? Why do I have 2 land rigs? I don't know. I don't know why I have 2 land rigs. Can I? No, I can't move those because they're buildings. Duh. Alright. So the beholder's actually taken some damage, but I have a feeling that's more by its own cause than by us. So let's try this again. Alright, so beholder spawns in. Alright, this is gonna look a lot better. The beholder might be able to come out of this. If it just keeps moving the way it's moving right now, it could eventually get unstuck. But I don't think that's going to happen very soon. Whoa. Oh, okay, so this is my really, really crappy strategic antenna. That's literally just a land rig that has an antenna going up from it. Cool. Alright, so our turrets are over here. They're completely incapable of hitting anything. Cool. I'm gonna have to probably move those. And it's dark. Awesome. And the beholder is not getting out of this one. Alright, so now we know that the beholder isn't exactly a once-only vehicle. So we know that we can run into these things more often than just once. I was concerned that it was just going to be like a vehicle we can only see once. Like it was kind of like a flagship kind of vehicle. I was concerned we weren't going to see it anymore. But it would appear that is not the case. We're literally just stuck right there. Oh well, we can hit it from here. So we've basically lined up a firing squad. We've knocked out the beholder's turret. And incoming shell. It missed. But it has a large explosive radius, so it probably did just a minor bit of damage over on this side. Sadly, the Priest and the Forsaken are not going to fare any better than their much larger brethren. It feels good to be on the winning side now. Ooh, good hit, good hit. But yeah, so basically that gun is designed to fire a high explosive shell that as soon as it hits something that it bounces off of, or just hits something in general, it detonates. So if it hits a shield, it just immediately explodes. So it's very useful for basically just knocking out large portions of the enemy vehicles. But we really do need to get away from this hill. Because, well, this mountain range, because it's going to be impossible to fight on. Alright, so the artillery just completely missed. Awesome. How are we doing over here? We're going to need to get resource from the actual command post. I feel like we don't have enough to continue our fight. I mean, I could just increase the amount of resource that we get again, considering we've already made it so that way they kind of expand really quickly. I'll think about that. Because it would make our invasion just that little bit easier, like, not to the point where we're just kicking them, but to the point where we won't be spending too much downtime recollecting resource and preparing for another attack. We'll be able to actually just keep fighting them. But we really do need to get our nuclear warhead fire launcher missile carrier operating properly again. Apparently the sub-vehicle spawner that I had for it just doesn't work. So I've been kind of messing around with that. Trying to get it working properly. It's only Monday and I'm just not doing well with speaking. Alright, so the Beholder, our second go up against it. Again, we've kind of taken advantage of it, and yeah. Alright. Ooh. Is the priest going to be able to escape? Are we actually going to have... No. Never mind. It is stuck. Alright, we're going to leave the Beholder for right now because it doesn't even have enough engine power to completely sustain its shields. The priest might be able to get out of this. If we can give it one good hit in the butt, it might be enough to launch it off, and it might be able to navigate this terrain back here. What I really ought to do is give these guns a larger firing arc. What I also ought to do is put more ammunition on this thing so it can actually keep firing. Aww, it's already AI dead. How's it already AI dead? We just like... Oh, did it kill itself? That could be it, potentially. Because it does have EMP missiles, so it's a good possibility that it could have just destroyed itself. Like a missile could have gotten caught and detonated right where the AI is. Oh, so that's dead too. This Forsaken already lost its turret. What are we... Wait, can shells actually, like... Can advanced cannon shells go through the ground? Because I can't think of a single thing that actually could have hit that to knock off the turret. Yeah. Our armor-piercing shells from the rat are punching through the ground. That is... The explosive ones aren't. But I think the armor-piercing ones are. Ooh, yeah. That is the reason we have that artillery gun. Because it just does that. Yep, some of them are going through the ground. In fact, some of the anti-aircraft guns are actually shooting through the ground. I don't know if it has something to do with just the armor penetration or if they're hitting a weird spot in the ground that just allows them to go through. Still stuck back here. Our artillery gun has gotten stuck as well. This hill area is just dangerous. But, oh, is the rat even doing that? That might actually be our turrets. I do remember giving them pretty high penetration values on those guns. Oh, that was close. So are any of our vehicles actually going to be able to get in close enough? So we've got an obelisk. Oh, it is now 2 damaged. Something got through. So that, I feel like that's going to be it for today's episode. This is already almost 26 minutes long. So with that, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. If you have any suggestions for perhaps different vehicle designs that I could implement in the future, or just design choices that maybe I haven't made the best decisions for, and you think that perhaps I could try to do something and make them, like, my vehicles a little bit more effective, let me know in the comment section below. If you guys like this content and you want to see more of it, like and subscribe. And with that, I'll catch you guys next time. Take care.